Hello, this is Freeman from the STRAKS development team, and today I'm going to show you around a new product we have out called STRAKS Point of Sale. So what this is a point of sale system that can be used by merchants and businesses in a brick and mortar setting to accept payments for their goods and services using STRAKS. Now this is a self-hosted system, which means you as a merchant would host it in your own company or network, and it can be accessed over a web browser. So regardless of if you're using a phone or a tablet or a desktop computer, you can still access the point of sale system and use it to its full capability. You can also run the point of sale system over the internet and restrict who has access to it, which means that even if you're out of the office, for example, someone like a traveling salesman, or if you're operating, for example, a food cart, you could still log on to the point of sale system and accept payment in STRAKS regardless of where you are in the world. The wallet's also extremely secure. At no point does the information about the wallet that you're receiving funds in get exposed to users, and you can keep that wallet offline and safe so no one has access to it. So without further ado, let me give you a rundown of how the system works, and I'll give you a small demo. So I have the system up on my desktop computer right here. I'm going to go ahead and click Get Started. So as a merchant, you'll be presented with the page where you can enter in the amount of goods that the customer has to pay. Let's say, for example, it's a $30 transaction. Now, STRAKS Point of Sale also has the ability to accept multiple different fiat currencies. Right now I have only 2 enabled, but you can enable up to 32 fiat currencies, and it will be fully supported. It also has the ability to support a tax rate, or if you want, a discount rate. Right now I have it configured to do a 6% tax. So if I click this percent button, it will automatically add the tax to the transaction. Once you enter the amount, you can go ahead and click the green checkmark button, and the system will generate a receipt for the customer, an invoice. So it will contain a QR code which has the amount of STRAKS that the customer has to pay, along with the address that they have to send it to. So ideally, your customer would have the STRAKS wallet installed on their phone, and they can simply scan the QR code and be able to send the funds. Otherwise, you can send them the information and they can put it in their desktop wallet to complete the transaction. So I'm going to do a very simple 1-cent transaction to show off the functionality of the system. So as a merchant, you have to set up a wallet where you're accepting these funds. So the setup that I have on my computer right now is I have 2 STRAKS wallets up. One is the Electrum STRAK wallet, and the other is the Core wallet. So the Electrum wallet is going to represent the merchant's wallet. This is the wallet that the merchant has set up, and it's where all the funds that they receive are going to be sent. The STRAKS Core wallet is going to represent the customer, the person sending the funds. So when an invoice is generated, it creates an address that corresponds to the merchant's Electrum wallet. So what I'm going to do is take the address, and as the customer, I'm going to send the payment to the merchant. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is click Send. Click Yes. And now the fund will be received by the merchant's Electrum wallet, as you see it just was. Now, currently it's in an unconfirmed state, and in order for the system to pick up the payment, we have to have at least 1 confirmation. In the future, we are planning on adding functionality for zero-conf transactions, but right now it requires 1. So we can just wait now until the transaction gets put in a block, and as you see, it just was. So the system picked it up as being received, and if we click this button, we can see the transaction on the STRAKS Block Explorer. You can see it has 1 confirmation, and here's the amount that we sent. So the payment was completed, this button changed to a finish, and as a merchant, you would just click Finish, and now it's completed. So the point of sale system also has a logs feature. So if you go over to the logs, it will keep track of all the successful payments that took place. And you can view the address and the transaction ID for that transaction. It also has the ability to email you this information if you configure it during installation. Additionally, you can print out the page if you want a physical copy of the transactions. You can also filter by week, month, year, and switch between those up in this section. So this wraps up the basic functionality of the point of sale system. We have other videos out explaining how to install this on the various operating systems, whether it's Mac OS, Linux, or Windows. So regardless of what platform you use, you can follow one of those videos and get started accepting STRAKS in your own business. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section, or you can hit us up on the Discord server. My name's Freeman on there, or you can talk to any of the other team members. So I hope you enjoyed this product. We hope that it will allow merchants to accept STRAKS in a much easier way. And thank you for watching and have a great day.